Hello everybody. If you want all the story's content in full, please go to www.steveuk.blog. Thank you. Short story 834, The Echo of Silence. Advanced. Dr. Maya Chen had waited 3 years for this moment. The message from Proxima Centauri B had finally been decoded, and the entire Mars research station was silent as she prepared to play it for the team. "We are not alone," she said, her voice steady despite her racing heart, "and they have been listening." The signal was not complex. It was a perfect recording of Earth's first radio broadcast from 1906. Reginald Fessenden's violin playing "O Holy Night," but it had been sent back to them from a planet 4.2 light-years away. "That means they received it over 100 years ago," said Commander Ibrahimi. "Why reply now?" Maya pressed play. The violin began, crackling with static from a century ago. Then, halfway through, a second violin joined in. The harmony was flawless. Alien, but flawless. "They learned our music," she whispered. "They learned to answer." For months, Earth and Proxima exchanged fragments. Bach received Mozart in return. A recording of a human heartbeat was answered with a rhythmic pulse that matched no known biology. Each exchange took 8.4 years, but the conversation deepened. Humanity was no longer shouting into the void. Someone was shouting back. Then the messages stopped. For 10 years, nothing. The silence became heavier than the original solitude. Nation blames each other. Funding for deep space listening was cut. Maya grew old at her console, running calculations that no one else believed in. Until the final day the message arrived. It was not music, it was a single image. A diagram of Proxima Centauri B's solar system. An arrow pointed to the third planet. Then the image changed to Earth's solar system. An arrow pointed to Mars. "They are not on Proxima B anymore," Commander Ibrahimi said, now grey and retired. "They left." Maya nodded. She understood now. The violin duet had not been a greeting. It had been a farewell. A species saying goodbye to its neighbours before a long journey into deeper space. They had waited until we could understand the message. She looked out of the station window at the red desert of Mars. The silence returned, but it was different now. It was not the silence of being alone. It was the silence after a friend has left the room. An echo of connection, proving that for a brief moment in cosmic time, two civilizations had heard each other. Maya smiled and closed the communication log. The universe was vast and cold, but it was no longer empty, and that was enough. If you learned a new word today, please make sure to subscribe so you can practice again next time. Vocabulary notes. Void, meaning a completely empty space, a feeling of emptiness caused by loss. Example, humanity was no longer shouting into the void. Someone was shouting back. In context, here, the void means outer space, but also the emptiness of having no contact with other life. Similar words: emptiness, vacuum, abyss, nothingness. Example sentence: after he retired, he felt a great void in his daily life. Steady, meaning firm and not shaking, calm and controlled, continuing without change. Example: we are not alone, she said, her voice steady despite her racing heart. In context, Maya's voice did not shake or show fear even though she was nervous. Similar words: stable, calm, controlled, unwavering. Example sentence: the pilot kept the plane steady during the storm. Crackling, meaning making short, sharp, repeating sounds like something burning or an old radio. Example, the violin began crackling with static from a century ago. In context, the sound describes the noise on the old 1906 radio recording. Similar words: popping, hissing, fizzing, buzzing. Example sentence: we sat by the campfire listening to the crackling of the wood. Flawless, meaning perfect with no mistakes or weaknesses. Example: the harmony was flawless, alien but flawless. In context, the alien violin playing had no errors and matched the human music perfectly. Similar words: perfect, impeccable, faultless, immaculate. Example sentence: she gave a flawless performance at the piano recital. Solitude, meaning the state of being alone, often by choice and not always negative. Example: the silence became heavier than the original solitude. In context, this refers to humanity's earlier state of being alone in the universe before contact. Similar words: isolation, loneliness, seclusion, aloneness. Example sentence: he enjoyed the solitude of his cabin in the mountains, away from the city. Story written by Meta. Animation created by Meta. To read, see all the stories' content in full, please go to www.steveuk.blog. Thank you. CC Music, drifting at 432 Hz, Unicorn Heads.